Necro gets really big, you don't really have a way to burst him down, right? I guess you can nullify him with like a Wraith King nullifier and Wind Ranger just kills him, but you do have Bulwark in this game that can be weird. You have an Infest that, you know, could go in, disarm somebody, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see Necro actually carry this game in like some weird world. If it goes like 70 minutes, 60 minutes, I think Necro just takes over. That hero's really dumb with like Ag's hard stacks.
Yeah, when you can't put... I think the going that late game, I think it's the Wind Ranger that's probably the scariest factor for you as Necro. Otherwise, this hero probably can just live through, and all that Aghanim's heart damage over time combined with a Radiance on Lifestealer. Yeah, you could definitely win fights out. My biggest problem with this is the Naga Siren, as you said, pretty toxic against the supports. You also have the Aghanim Scepter against Lifestealer. That's going to be super annoying. So it's not going to be nearly as free in some ways of a Lifestealer game in some of these mid-game team fights, right?
Probably, but I mean, it can't be worse than last game. So.
No, I think the matchup was good for him in the mid-game. It was just the laning phase that sucked.
I mean, no matchup
now
in
I
the
think it's going to be the opposite.
No matchup in the mid-game is good for you when you're like 5,000 gold behind and you went to jungle level 2. I'll guarantee you that. But yes, you have a fair point. Though I do think this Lifestealer Naga matchup goes both ways too, right? I actually think Lifestealer stats for that hero are pretty good. Like, it's one of the carries that carry players are not afraid to pick against Naga. Because I feel like if you get to the late game levels and like Mjolnir, BKB, this type of thing, Naga doesn't do anything. Like, yeah, you just go and kill his team. You can even man fight him if you ever get on top of the real Naga. I don't think this matchup's that bad. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Lifestealer Necro can outcarry a Naga in the very late game. But obviously there's all these other factors, right? Like Wraith King can get Ag's Refresher, Wind Ranger might just be killing you. Maybe XXS has a tremendous game like he did last time. I just don't want to make it seem like this Naga is an end-all be-all in this game, because I actually don't think that's necessarily the biggest of their late-game problems. Yeah, but it's going to be a big mid-game problem, because, yeah, these lanes are going to get shoved in, and if you mess up on the map and you feed a big core kill away, then the Chen Wraith King lineup is going to take objectives really fast, and the game might spiral. That's how Gaimin like to play. Put you in a position where if you mess up once, they just take buildings. So once more, they have a lineup that can accomplish that task. Just a question of how well do the lanes go. And already, Low is still on the lane. So round of applause for him. This lane is already going tremendously better than last time. And yeah, I mean, having a ranged support definitely helps.
Yeah, this matchup is also good, right? Lifestealer versus Wraith King, who has pretty low armor. You have an answer to Fire Spirits, so I imagine Low's going to be able to do just fine in this lane for quite some time. There might be some kill opportunity at some point in time just because skeletons are kind of busted, but expecting much better things for Low in the first 10 minutes of the game, that's for sure. This mid matchup is probably going to be more fun for Quinn than the last one, though still a matchup that Necrophos does win, I believe. And he's currently winning it too. 12-3 versus 8-0 from Quinn.
He actually did pretty well in that last lane. That was a pretty even lane. The Viper was way more obnoxious in the fights than the lane for them. So that was kind of like the least of their worries. I also still think Necro is this hero beatable on lane? I think the only hero that beats him is like Lina or Sniper, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta have some really long-range harassment in order to
yeah, like
punish this hero.
Maybe these like weird like Shadow Fiend or Huskar. I don't. The Huskar definitely isn't. Maybe Shadow Fiend does. I don't know. But like generally, this hero just wins lane. If you don't have some crazy good matchup like that, he's gonna take it over. And this is a lane XM is going to absolutely free farm in. Wind Ranger does not stop Necro, so he's gonna be pretty big, which is a good sign for Azure, because I think this is a game where you want your Lifestealer and Necro to be as strong as possible to mitigate Naga's presence in the mid game, and you can get to the later stages.
That one is going to go over to Durantio. Managed to outclick Xin-Q there just by half a second. Back to the mid lane, though. It should be a lane that Quinn is able to get farm in, too, right? Like, he may not be shutting down the Necro, but it's not like he's going to be shut down too much, right?
Yeah, Wind Ranger can always get something. Power shot range creeps. Wind run your way to split the water. Yeah, you'll get something out of this, but I don't think he's going to be too happy over the long run. And you're going to have to think about this Reaper kill at 6, because XM should get it first. So if Xin-Q has rotation potential because his top lane goes a bit better, or the wave's really far back, I can easily see him make that Enchantress rotation to mid, because I mean, you have a Dispel for the Wind Run too. It's a great support first core matchup.
Oh, he's being pushed away underneath his tower.
Yeah, this is some pressure
a little
for sure.
Rough.
I mean, to be honest, there's some karmic justice here.
to Quinn losing to a Necro.
Yeah, I mean, you can't play Necro like 8 times the TI last pick and not have it done to you at some point. You know? Quinn's like, God, this sucks. Who the hell would do this? What's wrong with this guy? Last picking Necro. That's my Quinn impression. I didn't want to 100% send it, though, because...
And the worst part is he couldn't get the water rune to refill his bottles, so he's just going to have to go all the way back to base.
Yeah.
Boy, this matchup ended up way worse than I expected.
It's just... I mean, what are you supposed to do? Death Pulse is so stupid. The hero has infinite mana regen and infinite HP.
Are you still doing a Quinn impression?
No, that was
Sounds
just
like
me. The Quinn impression. God, this hero's so stupid. Just has infinite mana. Why don't you pick a real hero? Lane me like a Mannix.
It's true. 2 different matchups where he probably feels like this matchup is unfair.
I mean, I feel
Dive
for him.
through Tofu. Nice pickup. Good first blood.
Yeah,
first
that's a nice
blood was
one.
still on the table, so great pickup from Tofu there.
Pretty late one at 5 minutes, but very happy to pick that up. And this is probably the lane that, I mean, Gaimin, I feel like they always want Ace's lane to go the best, but it's usually because he's on the tempo objective taker, right? And this is another game where I think this Wraith King gets really fat, and he can start to dictate some of the fights and map movement, like a really fast Radiance. You're going to be happy.
That's a little bit of a positioning error there.
Yeah,
Low
he's
gets
just dead.
really good damage, and they straight up kill him. So yeah, they can pick up the silencer all they want, but Low is not to be trifled with in this matchup. He's got a Fairy Fire, so he's not afraid of taking this fight to Tofu. No rage just yet. Actually wins 0-2-2. A little bit surprised against the Phoenix he hasn't picked up early rage.
I mean, you'd rather just have the skills for the faster farm in jungle, like even if you die, whatever.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I guess you can like rage off a Raid Fire Blast. Maybe there was some merit to it. I could see it either way, depending on how you want to play the lane. But he did this build last game, so he knows what he's doing. Reaper is up here, so you have the level advantage, and there's rotation. Both supports, in fact.
Oh yeah, they're going to hit him with the Purge.
Banisher.
This is perfect. A guaranteed Reaper Scythe kill.
This is the biggest rotation I think Jin-Q can make in this game. This is the most impactful one. You have the winning lane, you have the winning ult. Just make it count, right? This is what Gaming like to do to their opponents when they have these last pick Huskars and Necros. This is exactly why. You have the level advantage, you save your catapult with this 5 to 6 minute move. Now you're getting a crap ton of tower damage. Can Quinn even TP back in here? And if you can't, you're just losing mid.
Yeah, I think mid tower is gone.
Beautiful move from Azure on both supports, and of course that Banisher with an extra purge definitely helps. Yeah, this tower's just gone.
Yeah, Siege Wagon's going to take it eventually here with the help of XM, who wants the last hit. See if the Siege Wagon kills it. Nope. Judged it perfectly. Jin-Q is going to be caught by a gank here from Stellar coming in from the other side, but XM is going to keep him healed up, and Quinn has to give up on this kill. If anything, it's going to be maybe the supports are going to die here. Tofu diving away.
Is it enough?
It might just be
smoke.
The smoke that doesn't stop it. But
yeah, gotta review the mechanics there, but he does survive. Well, I guess he learned something today, you know.
Oh, Azure got double wisdom runes for that. So even if they don't get a kill, they still got a big win.
That is a big payoff, and they're getting damage bottom on this tier 1 as well. This is a very strong early game for them, and what they kind of want in this game. Because again, the Naga is always going to find farm. They're not going to be able to really shut Dyrachyo down. He can stall this game out. Like even if Gaming are behind off mid laner, for example, whatever. Naga can stall the game, you can refine the farm. But if you're in a solid enough position where you can start forcing objectives and not get punished too hard, you're going to be really happy. Right now, Azure are very happy, especially their supports. Both level 5 versus, level 4 barely for Celery here. It's been one of the slower games we've seen for his Chen.
I'm not sure if it would have saved him here, but either way, that net is going to do Jin-Q no favors. The focus fires, maybe not quite enough damage, but the power shot comes through. Finally, XM unable to deliver the heals, but does have enough threat. The Gaimin Gladiators have to run away.
He just didn't death pulse him.
Yeah, he didn't even try. He was like, sorry, bud. Ooh, that is a big rune if he can get it. Yeah, nobody's running for it, so that is going to be a Necro picking up a very nice arcane.
If I'm Jin-Q, I'm never ganking this guy's lane again. Guy gank for you, you don't even death pulse for me. Just stone cold, bro. I don't know. Fuel's on the menu. the hell is this?
I mean, you got to respect it. XM wouldn't have had the mana for Reaper's Scythe if he had saved his support, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of respect it, but like, at the same time, it's pretty BF. Not even to try. Either way, this Yule's is pretty interesting. I mean, it's a pretty fine
Big
Yule's.
sandwich coming up here in this top lane. Azure going through the portal to try and catch Dyrachyo. They do manage to get him inside of the Rima, but he got the sleep off in time.
Barely.
He's going to be able to walk away from this fight, but it's probably Azure still taking control of the tower. I don't know. Gaimin Gladiators have 5 heroes in this fight.
They gonna get anything?
They have to at this point in time because it's a 4 versus 5, surely.
I mean, you don't really have spells, right? You got a level 2 Penitence and a level 5 Wraith King. Like, what are you gonna throw your 80 damage Wraith Fire Blast in there? This is just not a fight. Brought
Ready
5
to try to
heroes
get the
run away.
deny, but it wasn't enough.
Very awkward early game for Gaimin. This lineup's just lacking a lot of spell and fighting power right now, and it's putting them in an awkward position as Low has just taken another tier 1. There's gonna be 3 tier 1s dead by 10 minutes for Gaimin?
Pushing back Ace, Shin-Q taking over that bird, body blocking nicely. They can get him with the Reaper's Scythe before he can get reincarnation.
This is getting out of control.
Gaimin Gladiators looks a little lost.
Token
Zeller
on
had
the
to make a run to pick up the neutral creep, and he's going to die for it. Okay, he got the item. At least he got the neutral item, but...
Yeah, but, I mean, this game is just absolutely crumbled. Like, the support, early movement from Jin-Q, getting double Wisdom Rune on Tianming just set up these skirmishes so damn well. They're just missing... I mean, you're like missing 2 heroes on Gaimin, right? What is Chen offering you? What is level 5 Phoenix offering you? Not much.
XM will deliver some heals this time around. It's not going to be enough, though.
All right, good little haste pick up there, and if you can get more... Yeah, you really would like that Necro here. I mean, Dyrachyo came in to try and make something happen.
Oh, it got him inside the arena. XXS on the other side. Quinn bumping into the wall one more time.
Should be a kill.
Yeah, he's just going to be able to run him down. No problem. Jin-Q's there on the other side. Oh, he got off the win run. And he doesn't have the mana for a spear yet, so even if Quinn dies here, it's going to cost him a little bit more. Here comes the spear mana. He just needs to be able to get the vision and dodges. The spear goes back in and gets the neutral creep deny before the curse can deliver the damage required. Well played by Quinn.
Absolutely decimated.
Yeah, I mean,
XXS
he's still have a 5K gold lead.
He's just crumbling right now. Look at this man. That's the face of a man who's been absolutely beaten.
Guys, my ankle got snapped. I don't know if I can keep going.
Well, at least you got something going for you. A little morale boost, you know?
Draws the neutrals and then sees the spear come. I can't believe that didn't clip him. Okay, this game is looking about as bad as Game 1 was looking for Azure. You said last game
they'll lose it.
You gave the full story of how Azure was able to come back into that game. Can the same be realized for Gaimin Gladiators? Would you give them the same kind of chance to turn this game around?
It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be as straightforward, but there's a route to victory. Yeah. I mean, you have Wraith King Naga. You can split push this map forever. Quinn's gonna be quite sad because Wind Ranger does not excel in those types of situations, and he's gonna be the one getting ganked, as we see here, right?
Not too often that you see somebody holding the Reaper's Scythe, not taking the extra stacks for the regen, but XM, he just wants to keep finding more kills, I think. He wants to keep that threat in his back pocket.
I mean, I think you're supposed to Reaper him there, but, you know, to each their own. He's going armlet on Ace. That's tough, man. Like, I mean, I don't blame him, because how are you ever going to get Radiance in this game? But it's going to be a very late armlet, and armlet's just not an item that functions from a late position. Yeah, it's tough. So you're going to have to get a team fight at some point going. Centered around Egg and Reincarnation. That's your best bet. Like, sleep to destroy an arena or something, you know, wear out a Rage, and then turn it around off like a good Shackle or powerful Wind Ranger ulti. Maelstrom for Quinn is also going to be like their biggest damage power spike.
Oh, he got Yules.
Yeah, and he still has Reaper, so he can save it for a second go around here.
I mean, he's guaranteed dead without it, so we'll see if he values the stack. And he still doesn't.
I think he was trying to cast it, just out of range. Yeah.
Now he gets it out.
I mean, these stacks are just way too good, right? They scale so hard later on with like hard eggs.
Yeah.
So I think there's no reason not to take them on the cores now. Once more, Gaimin just struggling on the map, and man, he's so far from this Maelstrom.
Yeah, his focus fire is not a threat at all on this current trajectory of the game. 14-minute Wisdom Runes are coming up. Azure snuck away both of the Wisdom Runes last time, and they're going to try and do it again here. Tofu, are you not going to try and go for it here? Without a tier 2 to defend him, I guess he can. Nice shackle shot, though. Damage being put onto Jin Q is not terribly impressive, but they're going to get a song onto all these heroes with a supernova over the top. This looks kind of good to kill the 2 supports and maybe more. We'll see. The heals are going to come out from XM. Both supports are low. Duraccio is very low as well. He needs the heal. Chen helps him out. XZ comes in with a big arena to be able to help out. Duraccio still in trouble, TPing away. Caught by the Yules. Stops his TP out, and he will be caught by Azure. Beautiful stuff from XXS, setting that one up. And the advantage, the net worth lead.
Bested Hellbear.
He's going to pop out.
Look at him go.
Go for Tofu. Yeah, he gets him in the end. Spears back the Wind Ranger too. So it looks like Quinn is going to be stuck here in the corner. His win run lasts just long enough to get him away from Low.
Still going. God, yo, Low, chill. I know you were in the jungle last game.
Relax,
but like, man. You don't need to you don't need to let that rage out. Quite literally. Have a little discipline. That's a nice turnaround from XXS. Right point in time, because this is, I mean, pretty much your best hope, right? The only awkward part about this is like you're wasting your Wind Ranger ulti on the sleep, but again, you bring in the Phoenix, you set up this Supernova. These are your teamfight spells going to work. You get 2 supports off this. Really nice setup here from Gaimin to make something out of a game that is spiraling out of control. But the second XXS shows up, I mean, this is not pretty, right? And this Yules has paid off already.
Yep.
For XM. Yules is not an item we see a lot because generally it's just not that good in an even or behind game, but when you're ahead, it's a very powerful item.
Gaimin Gladiators get something small here. They can't fight low, but they can pick off certain supports. Dive away from Tofu, but with the bots in, and the Shard already picked up a fast kill onto the Phoenix. They pursue for more now. Ace is going to be the next victim. As he's slowed down by the God's Rebuke, and that's really all they need. The rest of the follow-up is going to be there.
And the catch from Azure is come together really nicely in this game, making sure they get the extra kills so this game just can't get ratted out, right? Because if you take these fights, you get like 1 support kill, but Duraccio or Ace are shoving both your side lanes, you're not going to be that happy. So the fact they're getting these extra core kills on top is what's really going to build the lead right now. As Duraccio went for the Midas on the Naga, he's just going to try and play the gate game, go back and forth, get these side lanes out much as he can. Not really anything else to do. And
getting close to his Maelstrom, huh?
Yeah, that's
not anymore.
That's a tough beat. That's a really tough beat. Because if you get this Maelstrom, I mean, Wind Ranger's kill powers with Maelstrom stays the same for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, you'll kill Jin Q a lot easier than without it here. And
coming in from behind, and they will collect that kill, but can they get out without losing anybody?
He's invis here.
Highly doubt it. XXS biding his time, waiting for the Yules to set it up, and delivers the Spear of Justice to Quinn.
Man, XM, I really like how his itemization panned out in this game. I mean, maybe it's a bit easier since he's this far ahead, but like, this just looked really good versus the Wind Ranger, right? The Shard to get extra gap close, and the Yules dispel the Wind Ranger, and he comes down, and he's just insta-dead.
Yep.
It's been pretty nasty here. But this is some space for Naga. You get a bench kill, you get some rotations out from Azure that are forced, and I mean, it's going to let Duraccio catch up here. So that's the biggest thing for Gaimin. You're going to give up some kills, sure, but as long as the net worth stays pretty even, you're finding farm on Naga, that's your biggest goal right now.
At what point does Naga Siren become a problem, like item-wise? Because there is a world, right, where you said, hey, he's going to be causing so much split pushing that Azure are going to have a problem dealing with it. Is that like second item Naga Siren that really comes online?
I mean, Naga's always relative to enemy power as well, but in this game it's got to be whatever's after Manta. I mean, their illusion clear is pretty bad, so if he gets Manta Heart or I don't really know what else he would go in this game, right? I feel like the Orchid is just not going to be there to have any impact in this type of game.
Got him inside the arena. Global Silence just to make sure that they'll win this fight. There's no save for Quinn, no Song of the Siren from Duraccio to bail anybody out.
But he will go back through the gate and push in bottom, which they're getting a tower off.
Low's hitting a tier 3.
Yeah, Low is living the dream right now.
From level 2 jungling Lifestealer to high ground by 18 minutes.
No one's coming back. No one wants to come back because they're all split pushing.
Look at him racking up that building damage.
God damn. He's still just sitting here. Man's got no chill.
Is relentless.
Oh,
Oh, they got the neutral creep denied somehow. Inside of that arena, there was a neutral creep somewhere in there that killed Quinn.
Don't underestimate him.
Managed to pull that off twice, though I'm going to say this last one was just pure luck. Celery spotted for a second there, and
that'll be another stack. The Toxic Man. Number 5.
5 stacks.
Also, Jin Q's just rushing Ags with no impetus. This is like a very interesting build. Not that the Ags has anything to do with impetus, but I'm saying like he went 0-4-4.
Yeah.
And then he's just rushing little friends.
Yeah.
Which is, both of these things are very unconventional, right? Normally these 4 Enchantresses want to get Hurricane Pike with max impetus, so you're a damage source. Instead he's forsaken impetus entirely, and he's going in Ags that I don't think I've seen it once in like a year.
I bet it is super sick against Wraith King.
It is very good versus Wraith King, it's very good versus Chen.
Yeah.
There's a reason to get it this game. And this man likes his unconventional item choices. Shackle will not land, and
Song with Rage keeps him going, and he will cut down the Naga Siren before the Rage runs out.
That's a big kill. Every Naga kill in this game is going to cement Azure's position more than anything else. Like, Dyrachyo just needs to stay on the map, needs to keep stalling this game out, because the other Gaimin heroes are catching up a bit off his space, right? You're finding some items. You have a Vessel on the Phoenix. You're closing in on the BKB for Quinn. Ace ended up going back for the Midas over the Armlet. I think this was a very wise choice, because if he just rushed Armlet, I don't think you can do anything with it. At least this way, he's gonna pick up the farm pace a bit.
Yeah, they just gotta kind of hope that Azure runs out of steam and isn't able to end the game.
Yeah, I just want to see this Enchantress Axe like shred somebody.
Oh, Celery. It's okay. Well, there's another tool there. The Shard for the Phoenix is some extra damage.
It's probably the one they wanted.
Yeah. I don't think the Chen Shard is going to change that much.
Invasion from Azure, though.
Global Silence, they're going to kill the Phoenix. Not given an opportunity to get off the Supernova. They'll chain the Silence into the stun. Actually, still managed to get it off.
They left him.
Yeah, everybody else was like, we just want to collect more heroes. And as a result,
they collect the Wraith King on the team.
Yeah, they do get that reincarnation, and Tofu looks like he's still going to die. Meanwhile, though, Low actually takes some damage here. Bailed down by the creep with the Infest. XM using that bots to join the Lifestealer, and they'll hit high ground already.
So both side lanes being cut and killed by the Chen and the Naga right now, but they did get the wave off in mid. It'll force a glyph. They can stay here, though. I think this wave is far enough mid. An arena for a Chen. Take that trade.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, you know that Gaimin Gladiators are not going to fight you. They are just desperate to be able to push out lanes and stop you from hitting high ground. Azure doing everything they can to ensure fast kills and immediate building damage. I mean, you could see Low's priority when he was chipping away at that tier 3. He wants more than anything to, end it fast.
Low's revenge.
He's got a Manta now. Damn.
I'm not in the jungle anymore. Yeah, these items are just coming too fast. The Necro and the Lightstealer are way too farmed right now.
I will say, Low's made me a believer of Lifestealer in this series. I was not a big believer of this hero before this.
He made it look good when he got dunked on. He made it look good when he dunked on them.
Yeah, seriously.
He's just been hitting buildings. Well, you got to fight you with this next Supernova in 25. Stall it out for that long. You're going to have to bring Dyrachyo in this fight, and he is going to Orchid on the Naga. So again, he wants to take the fight, but there's the Yule's Dispel. There's the Manta on Low. You have to save this Orchid for a bit farther in.
Got him on the roof, got him on the slow. Take away the wind run for a little bit. Quinn will be able to get back to safety here.
This doesn't cost Azure anything. Like, this Heart Necro is just going to sit here until you kill him.
Yeah, what did
Dyrachyo comes back. All right, here's that song into Supernova setup.
He tried it once before, it didn't work.
That's
XXS already popped the BKB. He's like, not sure what he wants out of this one now. Global Silence is going to be the return, and now he hits the arena onto 4 heroes during that Global Silence. Beautiful stuff from Azure.
It is over. I mean,
they're closing the door on him immediately. GG is called Azure.
They look good.
That is a damn good comeback in game 1, and then they take the lead early in game 2 and take out